Fourth quarter of action underway. Railers down by their biggest margin of the night as Gabe Green is going to be whistled for a foul here as we start things off. Oh, no, it's not. It was called on the Railers. Who did they get that on? I thought they pointed at Green.
No, Gavin, they called it, and Green did a pretty good acting job of going around the screen. And any time a defender falls down on a screen, they call that moving screen anytime anymore.
Wow, so a turn of events there. And then we're going to have the ball knocked away. And do they get Turner or did they get Podbelsic? They get that on Turner. And so Turner's picked up his fourth. Boy, you talk about can't tell the players without a scorecard. The fouls are just going back and forth here. And so
I'd like for the Railers to jump into the bonus here, but only 4 so far on Sacred Heart-Griffin this half.
So the Railers with an uphill climb, down 9 as we start the fourth quarter. And the Railers have used three-point shots a lot to get back into games. They're going to have to start doing it now. Horsham's three, no good. Hits the strap again. And if after the game the coaching staff goes up and cuts these straps, because that's cost Tyler 2 shots.
Yeah, it's not that far up off the basket either. That's a thing. It's within distance. You know, one could hit the rim and pop up and hit it and definitely pop back in.
7:12 to go in the backcourt. Jacobs going to go in off the glass. Good. And right now, SHG doing everything they want to do against this Railer defense. Gavin goes in strong. Count it, he is fouled. Nice move by Gavin.
Just don't you feel like we could be doing that a lot more? I mean, we're getting to the rim and guys just aren't doing it. We can get there. Max has done it a few times, but then he turns it off. And then Gavin gets there a couple times and then turns it off. So right now the threes, we're not getting good looks. They've done a pretty good job of getting out on us on the three-point line, but you got to make them pay for it. And our guys can go by them.
Gavin's free throw on the way. This one he gets. 31-23. Now let's see if we can turn defense into offense. But quickly into the front court. Lois with the layup. Goes right by everybody and lays it in. Back to a 10-point lead. Gavin's three, top of the key. Back rim, no good. Will tips it over to Cook. Back to Gavin. Over to Horsham. Bowlby, high arcing three. That's good.
Yeah, we need to get some stops here. It's time to play some defense, Railers.
Ball tipped away. And it'll stay with the Cyclones. 6.5 to go. The Railers have cut it back to 7, 33-26.
I think we could almost push the ball a little bit more. You know, we've walked it up, and that's kind of what Sacred Heart-Griffin wants to do.
And the official giving an earful to Podbelsic about something. And they call Will for that. And that official was looking to give Will a foul from the moment he walked over there. And I'll tell you the one thing, I don't disagree with there being contact as there being a foul, but what I don't think the coaching staff really like is when the official stops play, walks out in front of everybody, and sticks his finger in Will's face almost like he's scolding a child.
Right.
That's when you've got a problem.
And you don't bring over the SHG guy either. It's just on the Railer.
So all that being said, at the line, Lois's free throw goes down. Railers with their 10th foul, so that'll send SHG for a double bonus the rest of the way. It's an 8-point game, 34-26. Will with 3 fouls. Free throw up, that one missed badly. So now the Railers down 8. Need another big stop, in fact, or shot every possession, important for the Railers.
Oh yeah, huge. Bet another 3 for Bowlby.
Bowlby thought about the 3, didn't take it.
Yeah, we don't have to be in a hurry either. We got plenty of time.
Come on, Will, 3 on the way, got it. And then a timeout's taken by Coach Alexander. And the officials barking at Coach Alexander as well. He's just a 30-second timeout. And here's, Railers have cut it to 5, Josh. And, you know, unfortunately for the fans who aren't here, it's hard to get a feel for it. But it just seems so intense. And the coaches and the officials or the officials are barking at the Lincoln kids and the coaches.
Yeah.
It's almost as though they're just looking for something.
Yeah, they are, and it needs to be, if two guys are going at it, both guys need to be brought to and say, hey,
Sure.
knock it off, not just go at will and say, you better knock it off, and it's okay for the Griffin guy to do it. But if you thought it was physical before, you got 6:07 left of football coming at you real quick. Railers down 5, making a great comeback. The intensity's starting to pick up. Let's just hope the refs don't try to take advantage of it.
Well, and I think what Coach Alexander was upset about, I think he was upset because he wanted the timeout as soon as Will made it, and they didn't get him the call as soon as
they
he
didn't give
wanted.
it to him. Well, they had the ball in bounds already.
Green to Sestak after all of the action on the sidelines. Green flips it ahead to Lois. 6 minutes to go, 34-29. Inside Bogle, and did he travel? Or who did they call the foul on this time? You know, this official's got it in for Will because that's the third foul he's called on Will here in the contest. Will's picked up his 4th.
Yeah, 10 team fouls now, too, on the Railers, and going to the line for 2 is Sacred Heart Griffin.
Travis Bogle, a 6'2 senior. Free throw up and good. And if anybody's out there listening thinking we're homers, we are. I mean,
we're a little biased.
Yeah. First one goes down, 35-29. See if SHG can help us out and miss this one. Vogel, the 6'2 senior, on the way. He missed it.
That's not
Ball
over the
tipped
back.
away as Max tracks it down. We may get teed up.
Yeah.
Will drives, kicks it to Edward off the glass. He slapped the backboard and no call on the goaltending. Bowlby tried to lay it up and in, and 6 eyes couldn't see someone reach up and slap the backboard with the ball on the rim.
We've seen that a lot this year, and none of it has never been called. I don't understand that when a guy attempts a basket and the basketboard is shaking, how that's not a technical, or I mean not a technical, but just count the basket.
Basket interference. Bowlby's free throw is good.
I'd like to ask an official, at some point before the game, why that isn't called anymore, because I remember it used to be, it was a point of emphasis
right.
one time, at one point where even if the basket wasn't shaking, if you hit the backboard while the shot was even close up there, that basket was good.
Bowlby makes them both 35-31. The Railers have cut it to 4, 5:40 to go. Just another relaxing night of basketball in Springfield.
Woo.
Lois looks to make a move, contact, and we've got an offensive foul called on Lois.
Yeah, I thought that was a good call. Gavin stepped right in.
Gavin stepped in, took the charge. The Railer crowd across the way happy with that one.
He kind of sidestepped, I believe it was Bowlby there, or maybe Cook, and the next thing you know, he saw Gavin, met him right in the chest, and Gavin was set perfectly.
5.5 to go. High post to Gavin. Turn. Where's Will? Will's going to drive baseline. Cut off nicely by Bogle. Gavin almost lost it out of bounds. Gavin's going to drive down the lane. Kicks it open to Bowlby. On the way for 3. Off the side of the rim. No good. Rebound to Lois for the Cyclones.
Yeah, it looked like Bowlby was a little short.
And a timeout's going to be taken by SHG. 5:09 to go. They're taking time. We'll catch our breath as well. Railers down 4. Back in 30 seconds with Lincoln. Railer basketball. Quarter. Railers at one point in this quarter down by as many as 11. They've cut it now to 4 at 35-31. SHG will have the basketball. And as Josh said, if you think things were intense for the first 3 quarters, this ought to be fun for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of fouls and a lot of bodies flying everywhere here for this last 5 minutes.
Now Turner's back in the contest. He has 4 fouls. That's a 10 count because they took the timeout at 5:09,
yeah.
And they didn't cross till 4:57. Get us a striped shirt. We can do it all.
We can do it from here.
Green being watched by Joey. Got to watch the 5 count out there. Coaching staff really barking for it. Didn't get it.
Yeah, get out on Sestak.
There's
Looks
Green.
like SHG that's not being as aggressive as they were either.
Well, you know, Josh, and athletes and coaches have heard this all the time. You stop playing to win and you start playing not to lose,
right.
And that's when things happen.
Yeah, we've seen that ourselves.
Vogel, little toss of the elbow. Turner down the lane, flips it out, and now they're just going to hold it out on the perimeter.
Yeah, they can't do this for this long either. Griffin's got to stay aggressive.
Tipped away and stolen by Gavin.
Yeah.
They tried to get it down to Vogel.
So what happens, defense starts reading things and you get really, perimeter oriented and the Railers step out in the passing lane.
Gavin now on top to Cook. 3:50 to go. Railers down by 4. Hang on onto this one. Here comes Will around a screen. Pod from the right side didn't take it. He'll pull up from 17. Shot it long. Ball to Gavin. Gavin flips it up and in.
Big offensive rebound by Gavin, and credit Max too. He kept that thing alive, and Gavin did a good job of getting it back in the hoop. So a big offensive rebound. The Railers got to play D now.
Turner tracks it down to the base in the backcourt. Got to watch the 10 count, but he flips it ahead, and it's lost to Gavin. Another turnover. Gavin down the lane. Takes it in. Contact. No call. Ball loose on the floor, and we've got a foul from that backside. And who's the official going to signal it on? Foul is going to go against Jacob. It'll be his first. It is the 7th team foul. The Railers will be at the line. And believe it or not, Josh, after the way this quarter started, if Gavin can hit them both, we will be tied at 35.
The Railers have just kept fighting, and the pressure's turned up, the intensity's turned up on both ends, and the Railers have been able to respond.
The sophomore at the line, free throw up.
Short all night. Good. Yeah, Gavin's been short on his free throws all night.
So, one chance to tie for the Railers gone, and then Gavin's going to be whistled for knocking it from behind. It's going to send SHG to the line shooting 2, but Josh at the 3:13 mark, Gavin has just picked up his 4th.
Yeah, a lot of fouls going around on both ends. A lot of foul trouble. Turner with 4 for them, and now Gavin with 4 for us. So really going to come down to hit free throws, and the Railers haven't shot that well tonight.
Vogel with 3 points so far tonight. He is 1 of 2 from the line. 3:13 to go. First free throw up. No good.
Both teams not shooting it very well at all.
Horsham comes in for Joey. You've got Podbelsic, Cook, Bolby, Block, Horsham. A lot of experience out there for the Railers. Second one. That one is good. So he got 1 out of 2. It's now 36-33. Railers down by 3. Podbelsic gets a screen from Gavin. His shot partially blocked, but a foul is going to be whistled. And Will go to the line, and he'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, coach is wanting 3, but that was clearly inside the 3-point line. So Will's got to step up and hit him. Sacred Heart Griffin goes 1 of 2 down there, and be nice to get a 2 out of 2 here by the senior.
Just sneak 1 point closer. Will's free throw up and good.
Yeah.
36-34, 3:05 to go. Horsham out. Joey Olden back in it right now. Coach Al's doing offense for defense with Tyler and Joey.
Yeah, and you can do that at stoppage as a play, and it's a good substitution. But the Railers, as Pod misses that one, still play strong defense and don't foul. Make them make a mistake.
36-34. Joey in the backcourt, and a foul is going to be whistled on Joey. Just about the time it looked like Green was going to lose control and lose the ball.
Yeah.
So Joey is whistled for his 3rd foul. Remember when there were only 3 fouls in the first half?
This could be the longest quarter recorded.
So it's 6'1" sophomore Gabe Green going to the line shooting 2 free throws. His lefty free throw on the way. That one is no good. Here's the hard part. They're giving us every opportunity. We just got to take it.
Yeah, they've let us back in it. Really, they had an opportunity to step on our throat and really end this game, and they didn't do it. But the Railers have fought.
Missed them both. So again, the Railers with a chance. 2:50 to go, down by 2. 36-34 here at SHG. Max dribble, crossover, 15-footer, spins in and out. Bolby, the rebound goes up off the glass, won't go down. Rebound down, and Ed's going to be whistled for the foul.
Man, you get it easy. I mean, Ed did a great job of rebounding. He just couldn't get that one to go. That's usually one he puts in.
Couldn't tell if there was contact, whether there was or not. Like you said, that's one Ed's got to put up and in.
Yeah, still point blank, and the big boy's got to make that one. He knows that.
So Lois at the line, 5 points. First of the 2 free throws from the basket to our left is good. 37-34. Second one, down them both. And what you don't want is for SHG to start finding their free throw stroke.
Yeah, because we're going to probably have to put them to the line quite a bit.
Railers down 4, 2.5 to go. Gavin fakes the three, back to Pod. Top of the key, drives, left side of the lane. Flips it over to Horsham. On top to Gavin. Gavin makes the move, back to Horsham. Max tries to take it. Over to Bowlby. Bowlby tries to go baseline, and a blocking foul is going to be whistled. And that was a good call because Green was certainly moving. So now Bowlby will go to the line, shooting bonus. And boy, if we ever needed a free throw, we need the first one.
Well, and it looks like we're starting to become three-point oriented again right here. And we've got plenty of time, 2:18 left in the game, and it's 38-34. We've got time to go to the basket. Remember, we're in the bonus, so any drive now and any foul, we're shooting 2. It looks like from the scores table, we're going to be shooting 2. So the Railers can't become just sit out there and hit threes, because if you don't hit them, more than likely Sacred Heart-Griffin gets the rebounds.
Bowlby's first one up and good.
We got to continue to go to the basket, be aggressive. If we don't make the layups, then hopefully we get fouled. But we can't stand and just shoot threes. 15
for Bowlby tonight. 16 would be nice if we could get it right here at the 2:18 mark. And it rattled all the way down and then back out.
Yeah, boy, not good on the free throws so far, but there'll be a lot more big ones coming up.
38-35, Railers down by 3 as we approach the 2-minute mark. And you really wonder when Coach Blake Lucas is going to start thinking about holding it out. Turner goes to the basket, contact, a blocking foul, count the basket. Bowlby gets the third foul. It's now a 40-35 game. .40-35. Turner. Free throw up and good. Well, the Railers had cut it as close as 2.
There's Max with a big push the basketball, and he pulls up for 2. So another big basket. The Rails got plenty of time. I just don't hope we panic too early. There's a lot of time left and still just a 4-point game.
41-37, a minute 40 to go. Jacob to Turner. Now we've seen how patient they can be. We'll see if they can hold it for 90 seconds. Underneath Lois, off the glass, and it's good. 43-37. Max pull up top of the key 3. Back rim, and it hit that strap again. Somebody give me something. I'll go cut it down. Max's 3 hit the back of the rim and went right up and hit that strap that's over the backboard. 1:23 to go. Double team. Lois, ball loose. Will tried to grab it, ball loose. He's going to be called for traveling because he rolled over with it. So it'll go back to the Railers.
Yeah, good hustle by the Railers. Good hustle of iPod Belsic all over the floor. Get a kind of a break there. The Cyclones in a big hurry, and they tried to cross-court it.
1:16 to go. Inbound, Horsham, back to Max. Max over to Pod. Need a big shot from somebody. Gavin drives in, 18-footer off the front of the rim again. Pod tried to track it down. Everybody's fighting for it. Alternating possession, if that's what they call, is going to go to SHG. They have not really signaled anything yet. Railers are heading back on defense, so it must be alternating possession, or they call a foul.
That is a help ball. Cyclones basketball.
So it's an alternating possession.
What is this, a timeout or what?
.105 to go. The officials are wiping the floor. Railers a minute 5 away from seeing their winning streak end. They are down 6, 43-37. And we've talked about it. Strange things always happen in this building. And now they're over checking to make sure that why did the official have to come over and turn the arrow around?
I'm not sure. But finally we got that confusion over just a simple jump ball, and we can play basketball again.
Turner in the backcourt. We're at a minute to go.
1 minute.
Hasn't crossed the timeline yet. Still hasn't crossed it. Still hasn't crossed it. Sestak is at a timeout taken by Coach Blake Lewis. I'll tell you what, he's certainly done a good job calling those timeouts just before his team would get 10 counts. But I tell you, if the play starts at a minute 5 and there's 54 seconds to go, I'm not a math whiz.
That would normally be 10 seconds.
Yeah. So 43-37. You know, we talked about it. First one to 40 might be the one that wins.
Yeah.
And they're 54 seconds away from handing the Railers their second conference loss. But again, we said strange things have happened. We've still got time.
Oh, there's plenty of time, and I think the last couple possessions, the Railers have taken really quick shots. You know, there's times where we can get a play and get a quick shot in 10 to 12 seconds and have plenty of time. We've taken some quick jumpers. Max hit one, he came down and missed the next one, and then Gavin, I thought, took one. We still got to go to the basket. You know, we've got plenty of time to draw fouls, to get to the free throw line. We're kind of panicking a little bit too early on the quick shots.
Cyclone Sestak will inbound at midcourt. Cook, Olden, Podbelsic, Block, Bowlby on the floor for the Railers. Boy, if there was a way we could figure out a way to get a steal here, that would be great. Inbounds, gets it to Vogel. Cross to Turner. Turner pull up floater, won't go down. Ball tipped away, last touch by the Cyclones. Gavin was there to try and take it, so with 48 seconds to go.
Big basket here. The Railers got plenty of time, still 48, just down 3 points. And but we need a basket here. But be aggressive. Go to the hoop and get to the free throw line.
Max picks it up across the timeline. 45 seconds to go. Bowlby, top of the key. Out to Horsham. Tyler, dribble. It's on the way. His foot was on the line, and they're only giving him 2, but his foot was on the line. We had a good look at it. 43-39. And then a foul is going to be whistled in the backcourt. Oh, just that close to being a 3.
Yeah, they always, it was right on the line. A good call by the ref. Big shot by Tyler. His just feet was right on the line.
And what's so unusual, it's so unlike him to dribble to get his shot open. And he got a good look at it, foot just a little on the line.
Big free throws here for Gabe Green, the sophomore.
Free throw up, free throw good. 44-39. 33 seconds to go. A miss here would be nice. On the way, he did miss it. Bowlby the rebound. 30 seconds.
Go to the basket.
Gavin takes it to the basket, off the glass.
Good.
Count it. Timeout Railers.
Yeah, keep going to the basket. They don't want to foul us. They don't want to put us to the line and have us score with the clock stopped, so we can still be aggressive here. And got plenty of time. 26.3, just down 3 now.
Gavin just lowered his shoulder and made a strong move to the basket. Gavin with 9, 7 of those here in the quarter. 26.3 to go. Important for the Railers. Alternating possession goes to Lincoln. So you can reach in and try and get that steal. And if you force the held ball, Railers get possession.
Well, key thing too, we've almost had several 10-second calls. Does Coach Al now try and get a 10-second call or foul right away with just 26 seconds left? Be interested to see. Definitely, if they get it past half court, you've got a foul, and hopefully the Cyclones miss.
Is this as close to man as you've seen the Railers?
Yeah. We're denying full denial man-to-man here with Bowlby at center field.
So they look to throw it in. Still looking. Green does so to Turner. Double team comes from Cook and Podbelsic. Flips to Sestak. Sestak back to Turner. Turner's going to break the pressure. Over to Sestak, down to 17. Now you got to look to foul. Doesn't matter who it is. Sestak. And a foul. Foul's going to be whistled with 13 seconds to go on Max. And I know Pod didn't want to foul out, but you almost waited a little too long.
Yeah, you just have to. You got to foul, and I know nobody wants to foul out, but you've got to commit the foul to give yourself a chance on the other end.
Sestak hit 3 on a missed 3 in the second quarter. His free throw up, and it's no good.
Big miss here. Now the Railers got to get the rebound. No, there aren't any Sacred Heart-Griffin on the line. You know, I like to put 2 guys on the line in this situation just in case it falls in your hands. A long rebound to the corner, you're normally going to get it. I don't like to keep just the guys off. I know a lot of guys do it, but you never know what could happen.
He missed it. Railers will have a shot with 10 seconds. Blocked down court, and a timeout taken by the Railers with 9.5 to go. 44-41, 9.5 to go. Railers down 3. Josh, they will have a chance to tie if you're in the huddle. We've got 100 different plays that can be run. Who are you looking in the eyes of saying that's who I think can hit this shot?
Well, tonight nobody's had a great night shooting. Bowlby got us off to a good start, but other than that, it's been pretty shaky as far as do you go with a hot hand or you just go with the guy that shot it well. That'll be Coach Al's decision, but it's a tough one to pick. But I think you shoot it right away and to give yourself a chance if you miss. You got to give yourself a chance for the guys to go to the boards and get a tip out or a rebound or even yourself a chance to foul right away and still hope that SHG could come down and miss. So I think you shoot right away. You don't necessarily hold it.
If you're Coach Blake Lewis, do you foul?
I don't. A lot of people do in this situation. I don't like it, but a lot of people do it. You know, if you've got a good rebounding team, I think you get yourself a chance. And it looks like the Railers take another timeout, which I didn't know you could do, take 2 in a row. But I don't foul. I just don't like it.
I mean, I guess if you're the coaching staff, you alert the guys to that possibility. And if you see somebody coming at you and you're outside the line, you flip it toward the basket just hoping that the official will buy it and give you the 3 free throws.
Against Lincoln with so many shooters, I wouldn't put it past Sacred Heart at this point to do that. You know, the threes can come from anybody, and obviously the 3 ties, but you know, you've got to get the free throws put in. You know, if you got a good rebounding team, you got a couple big guys on the block, and you do a good job, you might think about it. I just don't like doing it, but you know, it's a 50-50 chance.
So the Railers break the huddle. Block, Horsham, Podbelsic, Cook, Bowlby for SHG, Turner, Aiello, Green. Here we go. Cook down to 7 to 6. Max hands to Will. Will clears some space. 3 on the way. Off the side of the rim. No good. It's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to go to SHG with 1 second to go. And that is going to do it. All now is just a matter of inbounding the ball for SHG. They flip it down, tipped out of bounds. Time runs out. And that is the end of the ball game. SHG breaks the Railers' winning streak. It's SHG 44, Lincoln 41. The Railers fall to 19-4, 9-2 in the conference. SHG 15-4 rather. They are now 8-2 in conference play.